So Adam, first of all, just casting mind back to Saturday evening, you came away from Truro with 3 points. How important is it to get that first win on the board?
Yeah, so important. Especially after the disappointment of the Sutton game. Felt like we played some really good stuff, but probably dropped 2 points there. So after that, you always want to bounce back as quickly as you can and get up to speed and get 3 points on the board, and really helps with confidence and team morale and creating that togetherness. And delighted that we managed to come through the game, tricky game, and come away with 3 points.
Yeah, they made it tough, didn't they, down there? And there were a few factors that probably maybe went against you at times, the length of the journey and the weather as well. But I think it's sometimes worth remembering that there is some patience required, and the goals will come. Definitely, and also, worth remembering this is a really tough league and some really tough games. Truro were set up really well, had a bit of pace and power up front that kept you honest. So, compliments to them. No game you just going to turn up and have all your own way in this league. It's going to be real tough, and that was proven on Saturday. Just how tough the league is. There's going to be no tricky game. I think we see how tough it was to go to Tamworth last year, and I think Truro would be one of those places. They had a really good home record last season, I believe, and to go down there as early as this and come away 3 points, we're really pleased with. And obviously, it's always better with a win. But what was that coach journey like, and what time did you end up getting back into York?
It was good. Very vibrant. The boys were, still going. I think the staff down the front were trying to get asleep, but the boys at the back of the coach were all, lively and really happy. So that was good. Helps with togetherness and team spirit. So really pleased, and went a bit quicker because of that. But probably ended up getting back to York and getting head sort of hit the pillow about 4 o'clock, I think. So not too bad.
And I guess all these away trips as well, you're going to spend a lot of time together on the coach. Just talk about the team bond and how much it impacts that.
It does. Bats come all the way down, wasn't involved in the squad. You had Ash Palmer, Ryan Fallowfield, George Sykes-Kenworthy. That didn't feature, managed to get on the pitch. It's all about being good teammates. Brooksy as well, Ben Brooks didn't get on. So it helps with that togetherness. They all want to be playing, but at the same time, they all got respect for each other, and ultra professional, and it's really good to see. And like I say, it's so nice when you get a win and to hear that team spirit at the back of the coach. A few of the lads playing cards, and I think one of them brought their PlayStation on, and there was a little PGA Tour golf game going on. So it's all nice and really helps with creating a good team spirit.
Yes, they had the time to celebrate the win, but the focus sort of switched to Southend pretty quickly after that, I guess, as well. Yeah, it does.
Even on the coach back, you sort of have a lot of time as a staff, and in between nodding off, you sort of analyse the Truro game, but your focus then turns to what it might look like on Wednesday night at Southend. So, it's getting that balance right. Still lots for us to learn and improve from Truro, and we know we're going to have to try and put that right and be our best on Wednesday.
And have you been able to get a training session to that yet? And if not, what's the prep looking like heading towards Wednesday now? Yeah,
so it was a bit more of a lighter recovery for the ones that started the game and got, even if they got an hour, they would have had a lighter day, and then had a bit of a 11v11 against the youth team for the other lads that needed it. So, we feel like we're getting good work into the players, and then we'll come together tomorrow and sort of do our final bits of work in preparation for Southend before we sort of get back on the coach and get down to Essex.
How much does having this extra day help? Because obviously after a Saturday you'd usually play on a Tuesday, but it's a Wednesday match this time, so having that extra day must be a bit of a boost for you.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I think the staff and all the players feel a little bit jaded after the journey, and won't use it as an excuse, but we'd probably be now getting on the coach ready to go back down the road again. So to have that extra day at home and in your own bed, and then it helps massively. So yeah, really grateful for that. So yeah, like I say, there'll be no excuses on our side of it. It is what it is, and we've got to use it to our advantage. If we can come through this and put a bit of a good away form together, it bodes well for the season. And
talking team news now, did everyone come through all right on Saturday? Any players that are currently out coming back soon?
No, touch wood, no fresh injuries, which is really pleasing. And like I say, after the journey, Mo Fadira's coming along nicely, probably about 2-3 weeks away from training, and Greg Ollie's the only other one who's coming back from injury, but getting better and better each week. See some better stuff today than we did last week. Just getting more touches on the ball, and see what a good player he can be. So it's probably a couple of weeks' time. We probably need to get like an in-house game for him sorted, and a few of the other lads once the madness of the opening few weeks dies down a bit, and then we'll be pushing for a place in the squad as well. So yeah, really pleased with where the squad's at and how everyone's coming through. Obviously
you want to win games at this point in the season, but is also some of the focus on keeping players fit as well and not getting injured too early on in the season?
It is. You want to get that balance right. You want to make sure that their energy levels. I think it's a big part of our game. We try to play with a good intensity, and to have that, you need the players that are fresh to do that. So and I feel we've got the squad to be able to do it. Like I said to the lads, if you want to be successful in this league, it's not just about 11 players, it's about the whole squad, and they're all going to be needed at different times. And the lads have been ultra professional, worked their socks off, the ones that haven't been in the squad, so that when they get their opportunity, they're ready to go, and I think that's going to be vital.
So Southend on Wednesday, we already know they're a good side. They were the beaten playoff finalists last season. What are you expecting from them coming into the game?
Yeah, and started this season well, back-to-back wins, so they'll be full of confidence. They finished last season well and then picked up their form as well. It doesn't seem too much hangover from the playoff loss, and really good coaching staff. Kevin, Darren do an amazing job. Really well respected at this level, and I'm sure they'll have them well organised, and they play some good stuff. Got some real good threats, some good individual players, so real good side, and one that we want to go and test ourselves against. For sure, we're looking forward to the game. Massive crowd, a good venue to go and play. I think it'll have the feeling of like a League One game. So yeah, that's where we want to be. We want to be challenging ourselves against these top teams, and we'll definitely look forward to the game.
You just mentioned it, they've won back-to-back games to start the season. They'll have a big crowd behind them, full of confidence. So to go and potentially win there at Root Hall, that'll be a real statement. Yeah,
it would be. But they'll be looking to do the same and go 3 wins out of 3 and beat York City as well. So it's going to be tough. We're going to have to perform better than what we have done in the first 2 games. We're going to have to put our clean sheet and our good football that we played in the Sutton game together to get anything from it. And that's what you're trying to do in these early stages, just trying to find your feet and trying to find your best form. And we feel like we started the season well. We're not too far away from that, but we've definitely got to find it come Wednesday night.
The support that you get at Southend, especially on a night game on a Wednesday night, will be massive too.
Yeah, obviously so many away games in succession, and that comes with a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of expense. So yeah, it's just completely and utterly grateful for everyone that sort of spends their hard-earned money to come and support us. To have that many fans behind the goal, and I'm sure they'll turn out in the numbers again on Wednesday night. Really is appreciated by everyone. And we spoke about it a lot on the way back, how good our fans were down at Truro, and want them to come and bring the noise. And really get behind us on Wednesday night, and I'm sure if they do that, we'll have a team that will give their all for them and hopefully do all they can to send them home happy again.